Hi, I'm Gordon Coyle, principal of the Coyle Group. I wanted to send you information regarding business insurance and the coronavirus in a format that's easily digestible, so we're sending you this video. But I encourage you to contact us with any questions or concerns you may have that aren't answered here. To begin with, we hope that you, your family, and your coworkers are safe and healthy and stay that way. The disruption we're facing is unprecedented, and it is mind-spinning. As we progress through the coming days, weeks, and possibly months of disruption, we will be working mostly remotely, but available if you need us. Let's jump into business insurance and how it may or may not respond to the coronavirus. Now, I'm speaking in pretty broad brushstrokes here, so if you have specific questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. The most pressing concern is the loss of business income from either having to close your doors or not having clients or customers come to your doors. So many people are asking, does my business income or business interruption insurance cover my loss? Unfortunately, the business income portion of your policy does not respond to a shutdown or slowdown of business due to this virus, and here's why. The business income portion of a business policy or property policy requires a few things for a loss to be covered. The first is that there must be physical damage to your premises. Second, that damage must be caused by a covered peril, such as a fire. And third, that damage must cause a full or partial cessation of business that impacts your earnings. On top of that, most property policies contain an exclusion for losses from viruses and bacteria. So unfortunately, there's no coverage here for loss of income. Now, what if your business was closed due to a government order to shutter? There is a coverage in the business income form known as civil authority, but that too requires physical damage, but at another location, not yours, caused by a covered peril, which a government authority is closing surrounding businesses out of safety. Typically, policies will also say that you must be within 1 mile of the business that was damaged to be covered. Civil authority is a coverage used typically when a crane falls in New York City and the mayor closes several blocks around the damaged area to cordon it off for safety reasons. Unfortunately, the coronavirus isn't causing physical damage, so this coverage doesn't come into play either. Now, I've been asked, why doesn't insurance respond to situations like this? Or why is this excluded? And the simple answer is that insurers and the industry as a whole must safeguard their balance sheets from catastrophic widespread loss in order to remain solvent. We have seen this for as long as the insurance system was created. Perils such as war, nuclear incident, flood, and earthquake are mostly excluded from all property and business interruption forms. Yes, you can buy back flood and quake, but normally through government-backed programs or specialty programs which are designed to selectively spread this risk among greater pools of buyers. Moving on, let's talk about workers' compensation. What if an employee contracts coronavirus at work? Are they covered by your workers' comp policy? The answer is probably not. From a workers' comp perspective, coronavirus is no different than the common cold or seasonal flu. If a worker contracted either of those diseases, you wouldn't think workers' comp would respond. And here's why. For disease to be covered under workers' comp, two conditions need to be met. The first is that the disease must arise out of and in the course and scope of employment. And second, the issues must be peculiar in that the disease is found exclusively among or presents greater risk for certain employees. I don't think we're going to see this occur outside of the healthcare industry, and that's an entirely different discussion. What about general liability insurance? What if your company is sued by a client, a customer, or other third party alleging that they contracted coronavirus from your premises or from one of your employees? Here you probably have coverage, although some liability policies in the surplus market do have communicable disease exclusions. But there probably isn't much risk here, at least for the moment though. Next, let's talk about employment practice liability. What if you're sued by an employee or a customer alleging discrimination? This is a concern among HR professionals that employers accidentally mistreat certain employees and deny them access to work or deny customers access to a premises because they fear or suspect them to be infected. This is a scary area, but if you have EPLI coverage, it likely will respond. The bottom line is that we're in a very challenging time and it's constantly changing. We will update you on the insurance issues as we learn of them. Also, we're sending you bulletins on certain risk control strategies relative to the coronavirus to help you take the necessary steps to protect you, your employees, and your company. If you have any additional questions we can answer for you, please don't hesitate to contact me or your account manager whose info is in this email. The news cycle, the tumbling stock market, and the uncertainty surrounding this pandemic is unsettling and can make us feel sick even if we're not. It's important to take time every day and probably more than once a day to mentally regroup to attempt to gain perspective. Whether you do that through prayer or meditation or mindfulness or just quiet time, I would encourage you to take time for yourself. We will get through this. I hope you and all those around you stay safe and healthy. Thanks.